During the research into genre period, I've learned a lot about different characteristics of thrillers, different directors, different films, the history of the genre, and all of this stuff has allowed me to improve the idea that I want for my thriller. So I learned this by looking on YouTube, watching old movies, watching new thriller movies, looking on Wikipedia at genre theory, and I found it all to be very interesting as I previously didn't know any of these things. For example, I learned a lot about the directors of thrillers, David Fincher, Alfred Hitchcock, and Alfred Hitchcock I've looked a lot more into as using his techniques within my thriller be very useful as he creates suspense very well with his camera techniques and editing. In my thriller, I'm looking to do a crime or mystery thriller instead of a psychological thriller. This is due to I find it much more interesting, a crime thriller, as a psychological thriller can be quite horror based and it's something I'm not very interested in. For also, a crime thriller can be very interesting. It can have different interpretations. Like the movie Now You See Me is a crime thriller, but it's also done with illusions and magic, which is almost like a mystery. Also, learning these characteristics and conventions of thrillers also allowed me to make different decisions based upon my thriller and different shots and sounds I want to use. Like, for example, strings is used to create tension as a non diegetic sound, as you can build sound and the volume of the strings is very useful for that. Also, fast-paced editing, quick cuts is very good for thrillers. Also, extreme close-ups, they're very good at trying to get inside the antagonist's mind, find out what they're thinking to make the audience understand what's going on. Also, David Fincher's use of tracking shots at the same speed, camera is moving at the same speed as the characters, which I find this to be an unbelievable technique as it can create the close interrelationship in between the character and the viewer. That is my reflection for the research into genre period.